Assalamualaikum, my name is Ainul Syuhada binti Muhammad Isran. I am from IC110 4BA. My ID number is 2019-203-478. So today I would like to present about termination of Mudharabah contract. As introduction, we know that Mudharabah contract is one form of investment contract in Islamic finance. This concept is implements profit and loss sharing between entrepreneur who contribute manpower and investor who issue the capital. So it means investment account holder is the capital owner and Islamic bank, which is the contribute capital towards productive use in accordance with Islamic law. Now we proceed to the termination of Mudharabah contract. Mudharabah contract can be terminated by one of the two parties by giving notice to other parties before the start of Mudharabah work. This is because the contract is considered as non-binding contract. However, Muslim scholars disagree about whether the Mudharabah contract can be terminated by one party without the permission of other party when it has begun. But the majority Muslim scholars believe that the contract can be terminated if it is a non-binding contract. And the Muslim jurists also agree that at the time of termination of contract, all the goods should be converted into cash. Now, I will share some of reasons that allow us to terminate the Mudharabah contract. First of all, of course, when the contract is cancelled. 2. The dates of any of the parties. 3. The insanity of any of parties. And lastly, if the funds of Mudharabah contract have been exhausted or suffered loss such as destruction of investment capital. Now, I will explain further one by one to make it clear. First of all, when the contract is cancelled. This cancellation means when the entrepreneur or owner capital cancel a contract entered into regardless of whether is it before or after carrying out the business transaction. If the investment capital in commodity state, then the operators can sell the good and the profit earned can be divided according to a ratio. But if is no loss affect the capital, so the entrepreneur should be responsible in returning all the investment capital to the owner. Now we move to the next point. The death of one of the party also invalidates the Mudharabah contract. Jumhur fuqaha argue that if one of the party or one of the akid dies as the entrepreneur or capital owner, so the Mudharabah contract is void. This is because Mudharabah is a wakalah contract. Wakalah contract is void upon the death of one of the parties, recipient or representative, even though one of the parties is not yet known. If the entrepreneur dies, the investment business cannot be continued by the heirs of entrepreneur unless agreed by the capital owner. Meanwhile, if the capital owner or the investor die, the entrepreneur still has right to continue to recover capital to be converted into cash even without consent of the heirs. Thirdly, the insanity of one of the parties in the contract also invalidates the Mudharabah contract. Although it is temporary, this disease still causes the contract to be invalidated because the same is included in the legal terms of contract according to Islam. Lastly, the Mudharabah contract void when the fund of the Mudharabah contract have been exhausted or have suffered losses such as destruction of investment capital. Even if the destruction is caused by natural disaster or the action of the entrepreneur or capital owner, it's still void. Let's say the destruction occurs due to the entrepreneur. So, the entrepreneur is obligated to pay the compensation and cannot continue the investment as long as it is in debt. But if the capital owner is causing the destruction, so the entrepreneur still get his right. So, as conclusion, all Mudharabah contract procedures are in line with the concept of Islamic muamalat, which is based on Quran, Sunnah, practice of the companions, and the consensus of the fuqaha.